Hey, what's up, family? I'm coming live to you on this YouTube live today. Yes, it's just a random YouTube live. I wanted to come on and just talk to you guys and say, what's up, family? If you're watching this live, hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching it on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. I'll be coming to you more often on this live format right here inside. Give me a chat here. I'm going to comment in the comments. See here. And yes, there we go. Hashtag live. I'm coming to you live. I'll just give it a minute. Just in case I did come on at the spur of the moment, just in case someone wants to join in live, I want to put it out there for you to say, what's up, family? What's up? And well, today, if you're watching the little Chiron along the bottom, you'll see that what I'll be talking about today is how to show up for your audience organically. It's just going to be a real quick video that I wanted to share with you today. I've been having some chats with other people about this, so I'm just going to go for it and talk with you about it. And we're going to just talk about how to show up organically, because to be honest, today, modern life is so different from any other time in history because of technology and social media. Information overload is a common term. Choices, alternatives, and talking heads come at you from every angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you 3 steps to show up for your audience organically, and then I'm going to show you how to turn on what's called an automatic success engine that will just ignite your organically showing up for all of your customers out there on all of your social platforms. Are you ready? Give me a hashtag ready in the comments. Hashtag ready. I want to see it. So in years past, the first step to show up organically for your audience is showing commitment and being consistent. That's number 1. Just showing up every day, committed and being consistent. In years past, information that we got online, it was just more reliable and it wasn't so easily distributed. It was also more controlled, so that when you heard reports or got news, you could pretty much count on it and believe it. But today's so much different. Today, the way we get the information has left the doors just wide open for the spread of false information. With this avalanche of change and choice, we've had to adjust. So to understand why consistency is so important and it's so powerful, then you have to recognize that in most circumstances, trust is necessary for your customers to want to do business with you. And one of the biggest ways that trust is gained is through the commitment and consistency. Commitment and consistency is valued, and it's without it, our lives would be difficult, totally erratic, and just completely disjointed. Inconsistency is often thought to be just an undesirable trait to have. When your beliefs, words, actions, and deeds don't match, it's seen as being confused, two-faced, and possibly even mentally ill. But on the other side, a high degree of consistency is normally associated with personal and intellectual strength. And it's the heart of logic, rationality, stability, and honesty. There's a famous quote from a British chemist when he was asked after a lecture if he meant to say that one of his rivals was always wrong. And that's when he said, he's not that consistent. That was interesting. He's saying he's not always right and he's not always wrong. He's not consistent. And this is definitely the number 1 key to show up for your audience. It's kind of like the psychological equivalent of Newton's law of motion, and it's every bit as reliable. Commitment and consistency says that a human mind in motion tends to stay in motion. From a very early age, we're taught to say what we mean and mean what we say. And to be a firm moral character is to be decisive and consistent. And if you want to sell anything, This conditioning is a gold mine because what it means is that if you can get your prospects making these small commitments, like answering a question, for example, then he or she will feel compelled to remain consistent in that commitment when you ask for a larger commitment. So making sales online is actually a ladder of gradual commitments. And by showing consistency, you allow your customers a shortcut through the having to wade through a complexity of information and deciding who to trust. By seeing your consistency, it reduces the need to process so much more information in the future similar situations. Instead, they can just recall your earlier decisions and respond to it. Psychologists have long recognized a desire in most people to be and look for consistency in their words, beliefs, attitudes, and deeds. And not only is consistency highly valued, but it also provides a beneficial shortcut to information overload for all of your prospective customers. Now, number two, the second way to show up organically for your audience is being authentically you. So here's how my morning goes, right? I wake up in the morning, I sit up in bed, I wipe the sleep from my eyes and stretch my arms long and wide before I get up. I walk up to the mirror and I say, what a great day it is. I splash water on my face and suddenly, what is that smell? It's a nice aroma in the air. I'm thinking, ooh, that smells like coffee. I come around the corner out of my bedroom to see where that smell is coming from. There in the kitchen is my favorite cup of cappuccino sitting on the counter, just perfectly brewed. It has the perfect amount of sugar and cream, just like I love it. So me, I have to snap a picture with just the right lighting. You know, it's for the gram. Took me about 4 or 5 pictures to get it just right. Hashtag Monday Motivation. This one's going to get me 1,000 likes and shares. I sit down and I can see the steam from the coffee just rising it up. I take a deep breath, close my eyes, raise the cup to my lips, and I'm just about to take a sip and, oh crap, I burn myself. Then I wake up out of this dream with, it's just a hand in my face, somebody trying to throw some sticky object up my nose. Now, that type of situation might be true for some people, but in fact, those perfect situations and those perfect photos are usually staged. You know, real life just doesn't happen that way. One of the most influential traits that you can have to show up organically is going to be similarity. We like people who are similar to us. This fact holds true whether the similarity is in the area of opinions, personality traits, likes, background, or lifestyle. Now, to influence those people, people like to see those situations, but people also like to see people that look like them and that go through true life situations just like them. Things like, you know, the trash not being taken out, the trash falling over, and those random photos are photos that can help you to relate and come off as a true person to your audience. And for me, in fact, I post a lot of times on my social media and get 0 engagement, 0 likes, 0 comments, 0 response. I don't know why that's happening though. So you guys need to like and subscribe to my channel, follow me, and yes, you're going to get you. If you're not already subscribed, like me, subscribe, and I'll do the same back to you. But those times when I get 0 likes, 0 comments, I usually blame it on the social media platform or some strange event that's happening that I just had no idea about. So we all have unique experiences. Myself, I'm unapologetically myself. And the truth is that it doesn't matter what you look like. You get results for your clients You know what you're capable of doing. You know your professionalism. You know that when someone joins your team, you're going to work with them so close that they'll have to beat you off with a stick. I know that I pour myself into my work and those that choose to work directly with me. I'm in the unique position to have a lot of people come to me with their questions and what they're struggling with. And I'm also in a position where I'm consistently absorbing more and more knowledge, not just absorbing, but implementing. My successes outnumber those around me. Why? Because I fail more often than the majority of talking heads out there. Well, I'll say I experiment because nothing ever really fails. The only failure is quitting. Same thing you tried today might work like a charm tomorrow with a different scenario. You know, I was on a Zoom call with this very influential YouTuber named Prince EA. Maybe you've heard of him. He goes viral with pretty much every single video that he posts. He's really good. He talked about his journey and how much he failed along the way to get to where he is today. And he said, this is what he said. I won't forget what he said. He said, the one who experiments the most wins. Do you agree with that? Give me a hashtag I experiment if you agree with that. Hashtag I experiment and I win. Hashtag experiment, hashtag I win. So me, I've been in the room with millionaires and bigger than life personalities, influencers. I feel completely comfortable around there because I belong in that room. I've got the knowledge, skills, capabilities just as much, if not more than them. Just remember that. Don't ever think that you can't show up and show out in these rooms. I've showed up with wigs on. I've showed up with the tiger mask on, and I dubbed this character Tiger Mark. I have fun. What gives me that confidence? I'll tell you one of my secrets, okay? Because I see so many people out there that want to have things. They want to have thousands of followers. They want to have $1,000 days online. They want to have $10,000 months. They want to have success, but they are not doing the things that will lead to thousands of followers. They're not doing the things that will lead to $1,000 days. They're not doing the things that will lead to $10,000 months, and they will not doing the things that lead to success. There are no doubt things that we can all learn from watching online courses like Russell Brunson's perfect webinar, for example. But like he even says, do the perfect webinar 100 times until you perfect it. And then, and only then, should you turn it into an automated webinar. Even though he says to do it 100 times, the majority of people will not do it. Me, I do it. And I don't care who's watching, honestly, really. As a matter of fact, in the beginning, you're probably better off that no one is watching. I don't even know if anyone's watching. Let me hear it. Maybe not. One of my most memorable moments from the recent Funnel Hacking Live was when the legendary marketer Dan Kennedy got on stage and said, you must play the small rooms before you play the big rooms. It's in those small rooms that you perfect your craft. Is this a small room right here? I'm playing it. My next third step to show up organically for your audience every day, you need to be committed and consistent. Be committed and consistent whether others are there or not, but you show up. You've got your consistency. Be authentic every day. Be you, who you are, the good and the bad. And then the third is to have a purpose when you're showing up. Don't just post for the sake of posting. Have a plan. Sure, your audience wants motivation, but if you want to make money and have a great online business from posting online, you've got to provide more than that. And side note, you should understand that in this online, the make money online niche, the space, people only have two main problems. And in the make money online niche. And that includes whether you're e-commerce, coaches, consultants, network marketing, If you sell physical products, there are always only two major problems that you should have a purpose and try to solve. Now, this is so there are two main problems in the space. Problem number one, they need sales. Everyone needs sales, and the faster, the better. And problem number two is they need traffic. They need people to come to their store, to knock on their door, to be interested in what they offer. So first, you need to have an offer to help them solve one of the problems or both problems. Then you need a plan to communicate with your audience to convert them from the casual observer to a lead, to a customer, to a loyal fan. For some, this always seems like a piece of cake, but for me, it was super scary. And I know it sounds embarrassing, but when it came to converting a casual observer to a lead, I used to hesitate to make calls because my last call was a complete bust and I got yelled at or completely ghosted, or maybe my last message just never got responded. I would say hi in the messenger and get blocked the next minute once they saw my message. I wasn't cold calling, I wasn't cold messaging, but I would send out 50 messages in the morning and get nothing, zero in return, not even a freaking response. But then I started to realize the importance and the advantage of developing a clear marketing plan. When you start putting focus on creating a clear marketing plan, you don't have to do cold selling or hard selling anymore. In fact, now I get more requests and I close way more clients. And it's this massive momentum, and it's just a snowball effect that just goes from there. For those who have the same fear as me on cold messaging, cold selling, just develop a clear marketing plan. And when you have a clear marketing plan, you just step in and you just make the post and completely release yourself from the outcome. But you follow the plan and it's a proven plan that works. That's when their success is not a secret. Success is simply a system. And remember, don't just look into a plan. Make sure to take massive action to make it happen, because there's too many people that get a plan. I see it all the time. And I just wonder, I'm like, what is wrong? Why aren't you working this plan? You've got this plan. There's so many blocks that will hold people back from just executing on a plan. The plan works. If it's not enough to take action on the branding part. From all I've experienced, I've noticed that the common denominator I see in entrepreneurs that are failing bigger than any other common denominators, that they don't know what to say. You know, it's so fascinating because they don't know what to say to start a conversation. They don't know what to say to start a conversation, so they don't get to generate leads. So they don't generate leads. They don't know what to say to nurture that conversation into a warm relationship, so they're not able to convert their audience. They don't know what to say to probe deeper into their concerns, questions, so they're not able to make sales. Then they don't know what to say to actually communicate with them on an ongoing basis to turn them into loyal fans, so they're not getting repeat customers. I'll go over this last tip even more, and to show you how to turn on the automatic success engine, and then I'll tell you what I've done to help entrepreneurs out there that are struggling with this problem. And that is the 3 steps. Now I want to tell you how to turn on the automatic success engine. Who wants to know how to turn on the automatic success engine? Give me a hashtag ASE, hashtag ASE for the automatic success engine. Let's hear it. I see it in the comments. You're there. What's up, family? What's up? Hashtag ASE for the automatic success engine. Now, one thing you'll get to know about me, if you don't know already, is that I'm lazy. Yeah, I am so lazy. It's the reason why I gravitated towards an online business model that allows me to work from home, work from my computer anywhere. But because I love to travel. And when it comes to setting yourself up, reprogramming your mind for automatic success instead of automatic failure. Now, when I discovered this, it like changed my life forever. I'm going to give you a quote. And if you're near a pen, a paper, something to write with, I'm going to give you a quote that you need to write down right now. Okay, here it is. Successful people are not trying to succeed any more than failures are trying to fail. So I'm going to say that again. Successful people are not trying to succeed any more than failures are trying to fail. And get this, success and failure are both automatic. I hope that hits you hard. Success and failure are both automatic. So what do I mean by that? Okay, what I mean by that is that people who are succeeding, they don't succeed by trying. And I learned this, and I'm talking about being in the room with a bunch of successful people and just picking the brain of these like multi-millionaires. And I was talking to someone about their business, and I asked them, how's business going? And they said to me, well, I'm really trying. As soon as they said that to me, I said, that's really interesting because I'm not really trying. You know, people say to me, Mark, I know how busy you are. I know how hard you work. And the truth is, they think they know how busy I am. They think they know how hard I work because I'm really not that busy. I mean, I'm busy enough, but I still go running every day. I work out every day. I love to travel. If it weren't for the major shutdowns over the world, I would have probably taken at least 12 vacations this year. It's December now and things are really starting to open up a little bit, but I've gone on 3 vacations in the last 3 months alone. On my calendar today, I actually have booked a vacation. So I'm thinking about going somewhere in a couple of weeks, and at least once next year gets here, I'm definitely looking forward to resume my traveling. So I'm not struggling. I have a quote that I use: the struggle is not real. What you have to do is you have to reprogram your subconscious mind for automatic success instead of automatic failure, because all success and failure are the result of what happens in your life subconsciously. Let me just give you a demonstration and show you what I mean. So I want you to grab your hands, follow along with me. Grab your hands and clasp them together. Okay, got that? Clasp them together just like this. Can you see that? Now, I want you to look at your hands and I want you to pay attention to whether your right thumb is on top of your left thumb or whether your left thumb is on top of your right thumb. Got it? Okay, got it? Okay, now take them apart and put them back together the opposite way. I can't even see you, but I can see your face. You're going like, this doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel. Now, why does this feel so awkward, so weird, so uncomfortable? Because since you've been clasping your hands together, if your left thumb is on top, you've been doing that for a long time. If your right thumb is on top, you've been doing it that way for a long time. You don't do it like this sometimes and like that sometimes. No, that's not how it works. You do it the same way pretty much every time. Now, for me, my left thumb is always on top when I clasp my hand. Well, that's because you do that automatically. And as automatically as you do this, that's how automatically you produce the results in your life. Automatically, you focus on the obstacle or the opportunity. Automatically, you focus on what's happening to you or what you're going to do about it. Automatically, you focus on what's missing or what's abundant in your life. And what you've got to do is you've got to reprogram your subconscious mind for automatic success instead of automatic failure. When I'm sitting right here, right now in my home office, you know, I have a ton of bookshelves in there. I've got all books, these courses, manuals, programs, and I've invested more money than I can even count into my personal development so that I can grow and become the person who can do the things so that I can have the stuff. Most people are just focused on trying to have the stuff, and you can't really shortcut the system. You have to become the person that can do the thing that will allow you to have the stuff. Now, when I think about it, all of this stuff for me has been reprogramming. Me learning all of this stuff has been reprogramming because I grew up poor. I grew up in a lot of negativity, and I grew up in this same world with this society that we have that attempts to program me just like it does everybody else. But now it would be as hard for me not to show up every day than it would be for others to show up every day, because that's the automatic success I've set myself up for. And if you really want the icing on the cake, see, most people don't set themselves up for any automatic success because they don't even know they can do it, because they're still walking around believing that everything outside of you is determining your future and what's happening. So you're not taking any action because you believe all these other circumstances around you, these people and these others outside of you, you think the power belongs to the things and the circumstances and the people outside of you. You're going to have to wait a long time for the things and the people outside of you to change, for your circumstances to change. But when you begin to focus on the circumstances and the things that you have inside of you that you can control, your diligence, your determination, your honesty, your integrity, your work ethic, when you begin to focus on those things, that's what's going to give you the ability to change everything that's going on around you on the outside. And that's it. That's my quick live video for today. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching with me. Hashtag live if you watched it live. Hashtag replay if you watched on the replay. I know there are a lot of things and videos out there. You took the time out to dive into this live video that I put out there. So thank you so much. I really want to leave you with the thought that we absolutely live at one of the greatest times in history. The current online business model gives you the opportunity to work from anywhere, anytime, doing virtually anything you want to do. And we basically have the opportunity to create products on demand. I heard someone phrase it like this: money does now grow on trees. And think about it. When you create books, courses, masterminds, coaching program, etc., these are not tangible physical products that you can touch with your hands, but they absolutely produce money. They absolutely produce income. You can create this, put it out there to the world, and have money on demand. The world is changing so fast, and people are looking for a way to make it on this new landscape. And for those of us that know how to do something really, really cool, we can charge people to teach it to them. And then you take that asset and you turn that asset into an offer. And an offer is not your single widget. An offer is not even a course that I might create. An offer is the transformation that my course can bring. So I developed an ebook teaching Facebook group owners how to grow and monetize a Facebook group, basically on autopilot. I had the book and videos to go along with it. So this ebook course, right? This is an asset, right? But the ebook itself is not the asset. The transformation that you get from consuming the information, reading the ebook, watching the videos, And the fact that you'll have a Facebook group that's bringing in a passive source of income, that's the asset. That's the value. That's the thing that makes it valuable. And so I teach people how to discover resources that they already have, turn those resources into an offer, go out and make that offer in the marketplace and get paid. Now, if you're not getting sales, followers, engagement on social media, then you're doing something very wrong. And you need to get this under control quickly. If you don't, you could be wasting years of your life before you see any results, and you'll be missing out on one of the greatest, easiest free sales opportunities in history. So I wanted to let you know, if you'd like to learn exactly how to skyrocket your traffic and sales on using social media, how to be consistent, how to be authentic, and how to be genuine with a purpose, and how to turn on that automatic success engine, even if you have no followers and no real experience, I've created a 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge. The mission of this challenge is to empower. The mission is to inspire. And the mission is to provide you, the entrepreneur, with all the resources necessary to execute that vision that you have for the people you were called to serve. At the end of the 5 days, you'll have all the resources you need to execute that vision you have for the people you were called to serve. Find your ideal customer, create an irresistible offer they can't refuse, build an automatic sales machine to convert your ideal customers, and get paid. Just head on over to thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up and sign up for my 5-day Make More Money Marketing Challenge, or you can text 4M challenge to 678-506-7543. That's the number 4 MCHALLENGE to 678-506-7543. You'll get a text back immediately with a direct link to sign up, or you can find me on Facebook. Just search for Mark Douglas. On my profile, you should find the dates and times. I run the challenge every month, and on my profile will show the dates and times. I go live every day inside of the group. There are interviews with other online millionaires, free audio courses and swipe files, prizes and giveaways, and a bunch of cool stuff. I want to see you crush $1 million day. So join me, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for joining. Bye.